Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are building the stacked boxes. Before we get into this build, I just want to say real quick, why not leave this building video a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed it. Also check me out on Twitter, there's a link in the description down below. But let's jump into the build. So this is called the stacked boxes, as I'm already doing the boxes right now. This is a bunch of boxes stacked together and on top of each other in kind of like this awkward position. So none of them really has the same are stacked the same way. They are kind of stacked on top of each other in a very weird way, but it kind of works for me. And I saw this picture. So this house is not a recreation, but kind of like an inspiration for something I saw on Google, which was these stacked containers that was stacked on top of each other, really modern looking, with big windows in the front, nothing in the back, and they were kind of stacked on top of each other and then held together by all of these columns. Now I decided to go in a bit of a different way here, still having the stacked boxes here, so every single box is the same size, they're the same length and width, so every single one is the same, but I wanted to stack them on top of each other and actually use a hillside in the back to keep the boxes supported. We could have done it with columns like they did in the original picture, but I just thought, why not build this in Granite Falls and have it be like a holiday vacation home destination? I thought that was a really cool idea. I also took some creative liberties by adding these smaller decks on top of some of the boxes. So we have roof pieces, quote unquote, on most of the boxes, but we also have these decks on some of them that kind of creates these little balconies on top of the boxes below, which I thought was a really cool idea as well. I wanted to go with wooden boxes here. Now the containers of course were made by metal, which would have been fine, but metal for me just wouldn't have worked in this setting, and I really loved this dark nice wood, the look of it and the overall feel that you get from it. You kind of get that this is a vacation home, so I wanted to stick with that. The entrance is located in the back, so it's a bit more of an excluded entrance, and then we have all of these windows. Now because these boxes are 3 squares in width and 6 squares in length, we had this very awkward positioning of the windows. There's no windows that actually fit 3 squares on the lowest wall height, at least not as far as I wanted to use for this build, because I wanted the windows to fill out the whole front of the box. So I decided to go something different. I usually would have taken, you guys know me, I would have taken the biggest windows I could find with no frames and just kind of go from there, but I wanted to actually use these framed windows. I thought it looked really good, and it also worked super well with the doorways that I chose for the balconies as well. And then to kind of accent that, we use this floor to floor big window, single window as well, to kind of accent that. Now there is one of the boxes here, okay, one of the boxes is actually 7 squares wide, and the reason for that is that was the only way I could actually fit in a staircase on the bottom floor here. So one of the boxes is 7 squares in length, but it shouldn't be too bad. You guys know it's all good. Going into the kitchen here, this is the first thing I do, and of course it's almost always the first thing that I do in my builds. Seeing that this is a vacation home, I didn't want to overcrowd the kitchen with stuff like I normally do. I wanted to keep it fairly simple. And again, because it is a vacation home, you're not going to be here all the time to take care of, fruit bowls and little herbs that is on the shelving units and stuff like that. So I wanted to keep it super simple looking. I still put in decorations in here, but not so many as I usually do, because they just didn't make sense to put into a build like this. But we still did, and I still put in stuff to fill out the counters, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, the lower floor here that we're working on is actually a urban concept that we have kind of manipulated into feeling like it's not an urban concept, and you're gonna see what I mean by that in a little bit. But we actually have this big urban concept. So there's no doorways down here, and there is no arches to separate the rooms. So it's just one big room, but we separate it with smart positioning of walls here. And I started doing it now. The reason why I did that is because I felt like having doors in a place like this, especially on the lower floor where there wasn't any rooms, really didn't make sense to me. So I wanted to keep the openness of it. And we do a mixture of traditional styled cottage type of cabin home furniture mixed with some modern, because it is a modern looking cabin. This stacked houses, it is a cabin in every sense of the word. We have it in the woods, and it's made of wood. We have all of these things in it, but I still wanted to keep something modern in it. So we have this modern looking kitchen, we have some modern looking furniture around the place, but it still keeps that vibe that we love from a traditional cabin. So we have the washing room here. Now this might seem like a weird way to get the washing room into the build, and it is definitely, the positioning is a bit weird as well, but I just felt like having this big open space where laundry and coats and all this stuff could hang would actually benefit the build in some way, because then it's tucked away but not tucked away, it's always inside. But I tried to make it look really good and somewhat hide it a bit, so that is why we have the laundry machine and the washing machine the same color as the cabinet, what is it called, not cabinet, storage unit thingy beside it, just to kind of get it to disappear a bit more into the surrounding area. Going into the living room here, and again, I don't know what it is about me, but lately I just don't feel like putting televisions into my build, because I hate that Sims always turn them on, leave them on, and then just go away. Or like the computer is the worst thing in the Sims game, in my opinion, because your Sim cannot stop freaking looking at the computer, or the phone for that matter. I mean, in my latest Let's Play, if you guys watched that, To the Spotlight, my Sim got a freaking addiction to her phone. So she's like, every time she doesn't use it for a little while, she freaks out. It's so annoying. Why? What is that? I mean, come on. So I don't put in, lately, I don't put in televisions or computers into my build, but of course it is free of choice for you guys to do that if you want to do that. I just don't do it because I find that my Sim is always distracted by all of this technology that, honestly, let's face it, we are too. In my life, I mean, I don't know what I would do without a phone or computer here. It would be pretty hard to upload to YouTube if I didn't have a computer. And yeah, my phone in general, I totally didn't get this, but I actually use my phone so much. Just for example, for school, I use my phone all the time. We use our phones to take pictures of the food we make. We use the phone to check our schedules and when we have classes and where we should be for those classes and stuff like that, because a phone is basically a mini computer. Almost everything you can do on a computer, you can do on a smartphone these days. So it's nice in the game just not to have all of those worries. And I didn't even realize that your phone or your sim could actually get addicted to their phones once they become a bit famous. That's like insane. But I kind of get it, because that's how people are. Doing the bathroom here. Again, this is a holiday vacation spot, so I didn't put too many items in here. Still decorated though, so it felt like a nice little area, but that's kind of it. I didn't want to overcrowd it with stuff. And yeah, just the towel racks on the back wall there. Now, you might be thinking, why the heck are the staircases so big? The first staircase to the second floor, I wanted it to be so big because I loved the look of it. There's no railing on the staircases in this build either, so that is a design choice by me. I just loved the way that it looked. The second staircase I made a bit smaller because you're going further up, and I felt like we could use the space in the top floor where we have the master bedroom. So on this floor we're currently working on right now, there is the 2 bedrooms. So we have 2 bedrooms, both with single beds in them. The first bedroom you saw was very small, kind of like this guest bedroom, if a vacation spot would have a guest bedroom. And I made this bedroom with single beds as well, just to kind of have multiple sleeping options. So we have 4 beds in the build in total, which 3 of them are single beds. So there's space for 5 sim in this house, if you so have such a big family in The Sims. I've never honestly I've never had that big of a family in The Sims. I don't think so. I do believe in The Sims 3 I had like 4 Sims at the time, and then my old lady died and they were just 3 again. But it could be really fun to do like a generations based let's play type of thing. Tell me down below if you think that sounds like a good idea. But yeah, I've been creating so much content lately and I love it. It's just you guys seems to be responding really well to it. I'm loving doing the content as well, and it's been a really good start to the year. I mean, I don't think I have actually missed a day since I started the first upload of the year here in January. I don't think I've missed a day of uploads yet, and I don't know where this energy is coming from. I have school and I have crazy homework and stuff like that, but I still find time to sit down, relax and play some Sims and create videos for you guys. For example, today when I'm actually recording this is recorded on the 12th of January. Today I've created 4 videos for you guys, so 2 let's plays and 2 house building videos. That's insane. And I plan on keeping it up for as long as I can. But yeah, upstairs here we have, I just wanted to say that because I think I'm doing really good and I hope you guys appreciate the work I put into the channel. But upstairs here we have like a little library area. Initially I wanted to have 2 bedrooms up here, but I felt like that would just be a bit too overkill. So I just decided to put in a little library area, little relaxation nook, and then make the bigger room here into the master bedroom. So the biggest of the bedroom, and also my favorite bedroom. I love the color scheme in here. So good. Going outside here, so the last thing we're gonna furnish are the balconies. I wanted to have something different looking on every balcony, so we choose different furniture styles for each balcony, different chairs and stuff like that, just so it looks like something different all throughout. Now the balcony down below here, I didn't actually put anything in. I was gonna put in a bench, but I decided not to because those plants were enough for me. Okay, going into the outside here. So I just created this little pathway, which I thought looked really cool. Also in the video too as well. It's kind of like faded, so you can see it's there, but it's not really marked up that closely, which I thought was a really nice idea. And I just found all the plants that I could find from the Granite Falls pack. So every single item I knew would be in this place, I found, put them on the lot, and we started going to town. So I wanted this to look like a bit more of a heavily forested area. So we just took a lot of trees, and then I just started going to town with each plant, trying to blend them in. And this is a very colorful, flowery place, which I love. I think it looks so good and harmonic, and just like an overall nice place to spend your time. So I'm just going around in circles here with the flowers and different plants that I placed here, and trying to make it look realistic, and also blending the existing terrain editing into the rest of the surrounding areas, and really trying to make it look good. And the last thing we're gonna do are, of course, the ferns, which are going in now, looking beautiful. And that's kind of it. I mean, we're gonna jump into the video tour in just a second here, so the last finishing touches. And here we have it. Going from the entrance, we have this nice little well in the front here, going to the entrance in the back, really nicely hidden as well. I really like that. It's kind of like excluded, which is very nice to me. The kitchen, again, not too fancy, not too overly decorated, because it is a vacation home, so I didn't want to go too overboard on stuff. I also put in some stuff for pets in this build if you have a pet you want to take on vacation with you. Remember, you can get this build on the gallery right now. It is under my origin ID, which is Auvbri, same as the channel name, spelled the exact same way. Or you can just follow the link down below to the download directly from the browser version. People keep asking me, are you going to upload to any other places? No, I only upload to the gallery, and I have made my case why I only do that, so there's that. It's only uploaded to the gallery, and that's kind of the only place where I'm going to upload my builds. We have the bedrooms here. Again, very small bedroom, so I couldn't throw in too much stuff in here, but I like the simplicity of everything. The bathroom, looking nice and cozy, and the upstairs, so this is up by the master bedroom, where we have this little library reading nook area, and going into the master room that looks just gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. This is the build. Swooping in, we can kind of see the stacked boxes. I think it looks really good, especially with the background as well. It fits so well. So if you like this build, why not leave it a comment down below and give it a thumbs up. Press that notification bell. That will help you see every time I upload something, every time I post something, or post when there's a premiere on something new, stuff like that, just to help yourself out. Follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description down below as well, where again you can see stuff when I post stuff for upcoming streams, content and teaser stuff and generally talk to you guys. So follow the link in the description down below. And yeah, again, just comment on the video. Tell me what you thought about the build. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Let's start a conversation. And as we take a look at the last video tour here, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you're gonna have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!